This video was brought to you by stntrading.eu. They enhance your trading experience by offering extremely fast automated trading services for both TF2 and CSGO. Check them out in the description below. Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. So a few days ago I was sitting just thinking about items that used to be like really rare and items that everybody wanted to get or wanted to trade with and stuff like that, and how a lot of those items aren't really that popular anymore and that I haven't heard about them in ages. So I decided to make a video to talk about a few examples that I've thought of. Now, obviously you guys might have a different opinion on this topic and, you know, a different experience with all of these items, and that is completely fine if you don't agree with some of these. This is just something I found. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because a lot of you guys slate me in the comments for hats that I find underrated and overrated in those two series on my channel before. Obviously, that's all opinion based, and some people struggle to understand that. So please don't be offended or angry or whatever if you disagree with this list. If there's something you think should be on this list, let me know in the comment. I'd love to hear what you guys think should be on this list if you do disagree with any of the ones in this video. I just wanted to say that before I start, because a lot of people do kind of get offended and angry at me for having some hats in these videos, but you don't need to be angry or offended. Let's get right into this. So obviously the first pick had to be the earbuds. Now, as you guys know, the earbuds used to be really expensive, and that was kind of the reason that not a lot of people had them, because they were really high in demand amongst traders who had that kind of value in their backpacks to buy one, and not that many people had that amount of keys to spend on it, or an unusual to spend on it. Now that the price has completely crashed for the earbuds and there are only 2 keys, people who don't really have a load of money to spend actually are able to afford to buy a pair of these and actually use them. So you see them on a lot more sets now and a lot more different accounts and stuff like that. And, you know, they're just not really that rare anymore. In other words, you could just say these ones are much easier to get a hold of nowadays. So maybe not exactly rarer, but just like easier to find. Another one I was thinking of is cosmetics like the Fast Learner, the Bunk Boy, and like the Sneaky Spats of Sneaking. They're much cheaper now. Like, that might be because there's a higher supply of them and less demand or whatever, but back in the day, the Fast Learner was like really expensive because everybody wanted it. The Bunk Boy was really expensive because everybody wanted it. I know some of these are still the most expensive cosmetics there are, but they're not nearly as expensive as they used to be, and you can see them a lot more often than you used to be able to. I just remember the Sneaky Spats of Sneaking everybody wanted. I don't even know if that was just me that was thinking that, but from a few trading videos I was watching back in the day, a lot of people tended to really like this cosmetic, and now I barely hear about it. So the next hat on this list is the Bills hat. Now, this isn't a hat I was initially thinking about including in this video when I first thought of the idea for it, but after asking a few people, it turns out that a lot of people think this hat isn't nearly as rare as it used to be, and I guess some of that could be because like there haven't been too many hats that do the same style as it really well. Like, there's been a few possibly that tried to do it, but never really as well as the Bills hat. And, you know, I mean, the Bills hat used to be counted as a kind of currency. It used to be worth 10 keys, and as soon as you got a Bills hat, you knew that was 10 keys, and that was really easy. Nowadays, it's more around 3 or 4, without really checking. I do believe it was 3 or 4 since I last checked, and you know, that just means, once again, it's the same situation as the earbuds. It's much easier to get a hold of, and a more wider variety of people can actually afford one and actually manage to get one and wear it all the time. So this next one is kind of like an exception to this video, mainly because they're not really old items that are in the game, but the new unusual effects aren't nearly as rare as other unusual effects have been when they first get unboxed and added into the game. So like the Robo Boogaloo update, those prices have stayed fairly consistent throughout the whole lifetime of the effect, and they have stayed kind of rare on some hats for quite a while now. However, the new Halloween effects, which were added last year, aren't really like that popular anymore. You can get like one of the new effects easily for like 10 keys, and that's on like the Wingman hat, which I thought was going to be really popular in unusual form, but apparently not. And the reason for that is the supply is much higher than the demand, as so many of them were unboxed, it was ridiculous. And that kind of forces the sellers of these unusuals to sell for lower to actually manage to get rid of them and move on to other items, as you guys probably know if you've watched any of my other trading videos. So anyway, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. I've tried to mess with my mic a little bit and kind of stand a little bit further away from it while making this video, because a lot of you guys are saying that it's clipping a bit, and I haven't really noticed that. But if you guys are saying it, and a large number of you guys are saying it, then, you know, I'll go with it, because you're probably right and I'm wrong, because, you know, that's generally how it works. And yeah, anyway, if you have any other ideas for hats or items that should be in a series or video like this one, then please let me know in the comments below, and if there is enough demand for it, then I'll make another one of these videos in a couple of weeks. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow with another video. Goodbye.
I walk with the elephants, rolling with elephants.